Hope you are doing well, right? So, after finishing this chapter, Landscape of the Soul, we are just diverting towards the speech writing. And it's not a diversion actually. If I tell you to give a speech on the importance of good painting or anything like that, then everything is related to the language only, right? So, speech writing is a technique which is to be very much effective in catching the audience attention. Format of speech writing. Before we go for the format of speech writing, let me talk to you one thing. Listen to me carefully. There are three things to aim at in public speaking. Public speaking means when we talk to public and speak in the public. To get into your subject, that means you should have the efficiency of getting the clarity of the subject, then to get your subject into yourself. So what does it mean? Then to get your subject into yourself, that means you have to immerse yourself in your subject in such to such an extent that you whatever you speak is credible and catches the attention of the audience. They get captured with your words. And lastly, to get your subject into the heart of the audience, which is very, very important. So this was stated by Alexander Gregg, and it is very apt for everybody. Whenever we have to speak in public, we need to pay attention to these aspects. Now let us talk about format of speech writing. Speech writing, that means talking about a particular topic and giving its speech on it. Introduction, greet the audience, tell them about yourself, and further introduce the topic. Very simple. Body, present the topic in an elaborate way, explaining its key features, pros and cons, if any, and the likings or dislikings. So, in a speech, we are not going to speak only the positive or the negative aspect. Rather, we are going to highlight both the things, pros and cons, that means positive and negatives. Conclusion, that is very, very important. When you conclude your speech, the summary of your speech, wrap up the topic, and leave your audience with a compelling reminder to think about it. So, this is the effectiveness of a speech. Speech is always given to make the audience create a good impression about that particular topic and think about it whether you have spoken right or not. So this is what the conclusion drives towards, right? So after greeting, an introduction is essential to ensure that listeners are doing some productive things, right? Brief per preview of your topic, define the outlines of your speech, what all you are going to talk about, right? And body consists of your everything about that particular topic. For example, if I talk about waste management, first you have to define that. What do you mean by that? Then major techniques of doing that, advantages and disadvantages, if any, right? Then if no disadvantage is there, then you have to write the importance, why it is important for everyone to practice. Conclusion should be something that the audience takes with them. What do you mean by this? Means that they should not forget your speech. It is upon us to choose the fate of our home, the earth, by choosing to begin waste management at our personal spaces. So if we give this kind of a concluding line, then naturally it will be inspiring for others to work for that, right? So when we write a good speech, we naturally become a good public speaker. So this is what is the language all about. Okay, so let me share the thing with you, and I want all of you to pay attention. Today is a live class, and I want everybody to give few lines on the importance of art, which I am giving you on the worksheet, right? Thank you.